My name is Arush Deepak. I am in second grade. The topic is Tamil culture. So Tamil culture belongs to people speaking the language Tamil. It originated from Tamil Nadu, which is a southern state in India. If you look, this is an Indian map. As you look in the southern part, you'll see Tamil Nadu in the coast. 78 million people around the globe follow the Tamil culture. Most of them live in India, Sri Lanka, Singapore, and Malaysia. Did you know that Tamil is the oldest language in the world? Yes, it is. It's 5,000 years old. If you compare it with the oldest version of English, that English would be 1,500 years old. But this, it's 5,000 years old, so it's going to be way older. And now to the architecture. One of the marvelous architectures is a Tanjavur Big Temple. It was built by the Tamil king Raja about 1,000 years ago. It was built fully with granite, so all of the structure was built with one granite. And it was as tall as 200 feet and 60 meters. On the top up here was a domed cupola. It weighs more than 80 tons and also is carved out of single granite stone. Because it was 1,000 years ago, there was no electricity, which means there was no machinery like cranes and chainsaws. So they had to use hammer and chisel. A chisel is like a throwing shade. And if you compare it with other newly built monuments, this is like 160 years, while the Leaning Tower of Pisa, which is in Italy, is 750 years. But the big temple in India, it's 1,010. And the Big Ben in London is angled like about 0.26, but the Leaning Tower of Pisa, it's leaning, so it's about 4 degrees. But the big temple in India is perfectly straight, which is 0.0. And now for the famous people of Tamil ancestry. One of them is Mr. Sundar Pichai, who is the CEO of Google. Next is Mr. President Kamala Devi Harris, who is the 49th and current Vice President of the USA. And the last one, Mr. M. Night Shyamalan, who's an Hollywood actor and director. And now to the Tamil literature. One of the most famous Tamil literature is Tirukkurals. It was wrote by Tiruvalluvar. Each of the Tirukkurals consists exactly 7 words, and in one of the books it consists 1,330 short couplets or chorals. They were wrote by Tiruvalluvar 2,300 years ago. It had the highest translations after the King James Bible. And this is the Tiruvalluvar statue. It is like 2 miles away, and it is in Sculpture Park, which is in Schaumburg, next to the Cullen School. And this is the first Tirukkural that Tiruvalluvar wrote. It says, Agara Mudala Yellam Adi Bhagavan Madatre Ulage. And it means A is the first letter of every language, but God is the first for the world. And now to the Tamil cuisine, or the Tamil cultural foods. One of them is idli. It is a steamed rice cake. The next one, which is my favorite, is Dirksen. It is a crepe made out of rice and black bread. I like to have it with some cheese and some chutney. And the last one, which I also like, is idiyappam, which is thin rice noodles, which is steamed. So this is how an idli looks like, and this is how a dosa